Hi, hello, and welcome to my first ever episode of stuff that I am throwing away because it is either empty and I loved it or it is extremely expired. I feel like I need to start this episode off with the stuff that is just supremely expired. And didn't we all kind of go through that during the pandemic? Or at least those of us who wear, substantial amounts of makeup and go through substantial amounts of skincare. I will say that most of my truly empty stuff is the skincare, whereas the rest of it is makeup. So I'm just going to look through my lipstick drawer, which I've got right down here. So you're going to see me like looking down a lot in this video. That's because you're right on top of my vanity. Okay, let's see. The very first thing I have to take out of this drawer and throw away, like I have absolutely no choice to, because they are supremely old. I probably should have done this at the beginning of the video so you didn't have to hear me rummaging through. Is these lipsticks. Oh god, I can't even hold them all. These liquid cat suits that I got from Wet n Wild. And this is like, actually, these are the liquid cat suits. This was like a eye topper. Um, this was for like their mermaid collection or something. I want to say a couple years back. I loved the colors at that time. I used them a couple times, but then I never really reached for them again. And at this point, they're super expired and smell super weird. So they have to go in the garbage. Next things that have to go in the garbage. Those of you who really know me know that like I genuinely loved Urban Decay lipsticks, and I wore two shades constantly when I first started playing around with makeup, and those shades were Venom and Shame, because, a little shame is healthy. These lipsticks are absolutely beautiful, but they literally, oh god, they have no smell now, which they did have a fragrance before. They still swatch beautifully on the back of my hand, but they are extremely expired. So they need to go in the garbage. I need to be more conscious about my spending and my color choices in the future. Because I find that even when I do drag or when I wear makeup on a normal basis, especially when I wear makeup on a normal basis, it is more neutral and natural. So the most you're going to see on my lips is maybe a gloss, maybe like a soft natural metallic, something that's just going to give me some shine. And then I feel like with drag, I reach for the same like four lip colors. Okay, the next things I'm throwing away are these Jeffree Star Velour liquid lipsticks. One is in the shade Family Jewels. The other one is in the shade I'm Nude. I won't be repurchasing these again just because I don't see the point in giving my money to someone who I really should not be supporting, because everyone knows that he's just a god-awful person. And, you know, at some point we have to be able to separate the art and or we are not able to separate the art and the person, and that's one of the things. I do genuinely love these liquid lipsticks. I have a bunch of like the little minis too that are also going to have to go because they are so expired. I think the only thing that's not super expired is my Unicorn Blood lipstick, which is kind of like that brownie red shade, but I may throw this away too because I never wear it. Um, and even if I did, I wouldn't promote that I'm wearing it because I don't want to promote somebody like that. The next thing I'm going to be throwing away is this lip paint. I honestly don't even remember what this company was called, but they were like these little kits where you got this lipstick And then you got like this glitter topper that you could put on top of it. It would change the effect of the lipstick, and then they wouldn't move. These were super, super drying, and this is like beyond expired. As you can see, like it's needs to go in the garbage. I thought I had more shades of it, but as I'm like sitting here looking through my drawer, I honestly don't see other shades. So next thing that has to go is my Hard Candy Wet Ever lip lacquer. This is super old. I bought this on clearance. It was like $3 or something. And I think I wore it twice. I really didn't like it. It was okay, but wasn't what I was looking for. Let me see. I'll be right back. Okay, next two I'm throwing out because they are super, super expired are the lipsticks by e.l.f. in the shades Bordeaux Beauty. Okay, I used to wear this one a lot. But this is very expired. Very expired. And then this one, Red Carpet, is even more expired than that. I used to use this as like dark circle cover back in the day, like when I've literally had the same stick of lipstick from when I first started playing around with makeup. So this is extremely expired and it needs to go in the garbage. Let me see what else I can find lip-wise in this drawer and be right back. Okay, so I actually think that that was it for at least lip products. It's funny that I buy probably the most lip products, but I use the least amount of lip products. I think it's because I love the idea of lipstick and I love how it looks. But I have to start being more realistic, especially since I wear like the same four shades. Um, so now we're moving on to like face and just like random eye stuff. So this is Maybelline Color Tattoo in the shade Chill Girl. I bought this because it looked super shimmery at the time, but it has a really weird texture. It's actually really, really dry. See that? Like you can actually see the little chunks of it. It's very drying. It's very uncomfortable to put on the eyes. So I never really reached for it a lot. And then now it's super expired. So that can go in the garbage. Next thing, complexion wise, that we're getting rid of is Tarte Shape Tape. I used to love this. I used to reach for this all the freaking time. Okay, this is in the shade Fair. I think I actually used to use Fair Beige, and then I got Fair for drag because it's even lighter and just more intense. I found things that are less expensive that work just as well, so if you're ever curious about that, let me know. But I just never reached for it, and now this one is super expired. I feel like that's going to be a lot of what I'm going to say during this entire video. This is just super expired now because I never freaking used it. Okay, let me collect my thoughts for this next one, okay? And we are back. I don't know why I said I had to collect my thoughts for this. Like, this was the NYX BB cream. Um, it's in the wrong shade. Like, it's... Here's the thing. Here's the thing. When you are as light as I am, it's hard to find something that works. But look at that. That's nowhere near close. I used to use this stuff for when I did makeup on other people because they had so many shades. Well, not so many, but like that would kind of at least halfway work. This is super expired because I really haven't been doing makeup on other people. And, from my tryout in Sephora, I felt like maybe I should stop because I tanked horribly. Um, no, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to stop. I realized that I'm definitely one of those people who tends to just have testing issues. Okay. So very expired. Next thing that I'm going to have to get rid of. I took a picture of it though, because I'm still trying to find this everywhere. So it's Wet n Wild pressed powder in the shade Tan Beige. Okay. This is the one thing that I don't want to throw out, but there's literally nothing left in here. So I just have the container in there to remember what the shade was called. Okay, I can't find this anywhere. I think Wet n Wild discontinued this. This was perfect because this was like lighter than my contour, but deeper than my skin, but still lighter than my bronzer. So I could go in with like a big fluffy brush with just this on it and go over all those areas and seamlessly blend everything together, and it just made it effortless. So I'm trying to still find this, but that has to go in the garbage because it is completely empty at this point. Let's see. Oh, here's another thing that's super expired and just has to go. This is the Jeffree Star White Concealer. I used to use this when a concealer I would buy was not quite bright enough. I would use this to add some brightness. But what's funny is it almost works better if you put this one on first, blend it out, and then put that other concealer on top, just because it doesn't mix well with other things. This is super expired. It has to go. Another, funny enough, white concealer that worked better, and I would buy this one again, is by ColourPop, the No Filter White Concealer. This one worked better as a mixing agent. You can see it's much more loved than the Jeffree Star one was. Like, this is actually empty, which is hence why I'm throwing it away. I'm trying to think what else I could possibly have. I feel like nothing else in here is super expired. Actually, that is a lie. I have this e.l.f. Here's the thing. I want to love e.l.f. I do. My skin and my allergies do not like e.l.f. So I bought this because it was on sale a couple years back. And it's actually beautiful. It's way too yellow for my skin, but it's beautiful. Okay? I can't use it. I can't. So I don't know why I keep it. And it is expired. So it's going in the trash. I have to stop keeping stuff, hoping that like one day I'll wake up and be like, oh, I can magically use this now. No, I can't. This Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, the original. Someone bought me this. I think it was my sister bought me this for Christmas years back. And I don't know what happened to it. It must have fallen in the back of a drawer and I completely forgot I had it. It has been sitting there and it's crusty, it's flaky, it's almost completely dry in here. Yeah, it needs to go. That used to be like my go-to was an eyeshadow primer by them. And I think if I were to buy one again, I would probably buy theirs again because I do remember genuinely loving it. Let me look through my drawers and see what else I have. Okay, and the last thing I found that's really, really old, like someone gave me this again when I first started like playing around with makeup. This is the LA Colors Shimmering Loose Eyeshadow with a brush. It's in the shade Fairy Dust. I mean, what else are you gonna give a gay who's playing around with makeup? Something that's called Fairy Dust. It's just like I remember it being pretty. Oh God, as I just get pink shimmer everywhere. I remember it getting like being really pretty. And here's the thing. Oh, that is pretty. Why am I throwing that away? Here's the thing. This is a powder. Okay, it is literal powder. Okay, it creates a very soft shimmer. It is just a powder. There's nothing in here that goes bad. I think the reason I wanted to get rid of this was because I never use it. I keep forgetting that I have it. But now that I look at that, it would work really well as like a pinky highlighter. So that may be the one thing I'm keeping. I know, I'm falling into old habits. But so far, that's it. I'm surprised that nothing else I had was super expired. I thought I had more. I think it was because most of them were lip products. And I had so many lip products of like multiples that I was just like, I need to get rid of these. But what was funny was I thought I still had some Estee Lauder lipsticks from like the beginning of my makeup time, and I did not. So let me know what you all thought about this video. If you liked this kind of more like just me sitting down with you talking about, you know, things I'm throwing away. And yeah, just give me some feedback, what you thought. I do have a bunch of other empties that I'm going to give, that I'm not going to give away because they're empty, but I'm going to throw away because they're empty. And I can do a separate video on that based on like, this is what I've liked, this is what I didn't, this is what I would buy again. I think there was only like one thing in this video that I was like, I would actively buy this again if it weren't for the fact that it's probably discontinued. So again, tell me what you thought. Give me some feedback. I'll try to get you some more Wisteria content if anybody even cares about that. But I don't really do it for you. I do it for me. Okay? So see you next time. Have a good day and bye.